You're listening to Health Professional Radio. My name is Wayne Bucklar, and this is Media, Arts and Lifestyle, our regular review of the media, the arts, and what you can do to promote your lifestyle. One of our guests today is our regular commentator and critic, Brian Hinselwood. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Wayne.
Now, Brian, what have you been paying attention to? What have you been reading this week?
I just read a little book, and it's called All the Dirty Parts. And if anybody listening thinks that's kind of about sex, they're sort of right.
You certainly got my attention just with the title.
Yes, well, they say sex sells, so there you are. Look, it's written by a guy called Daniel Handler, Handler, and I've personally never heard of this guy, but in fact he's written about 50 books. So it kind of shows how not into teenage books I am. This is rather a nice little book. It's quite thin. It's I'm just looking now. I can't remember. It's about 100 and something, 134 pages. So you can kind of read it in a weekend. Most of his books are written for teenagers, and this is very much a teenager book. And it's about a young lad called Cole, who apparently is somewhat like my good self, really stunning looking, terribly attractive to everybody, and he has no problem at all getting young girls of his own age to do horrible things to his body.
Mm-hmm.
That is until he meets one particular girl who he kind of falls in love with, and she kind of falls in love with him, but she doesn't fall for him the way all the other girls do. So with the other girls, he's able to just fob them off when he's had enough of them. And in fairness to him, he stays friends with most of them. But this girl is a whole different ball game, and she's got him running around after her rather than the other way round. So it's quite a nice little book. There's nothing in it that's offensive. It's not the sort of book that you think, oh, well, I could give this to my teenage child or niece or nephew or whatever. They would enjoy it. And there's nothing in there. There's no hardcore sex or anything like that. It's mentioned. It's talked about. It's hinted at. And it's quite a nice little read. As I say, it took me, I think, a day and a bit to read it. Which either means it's very good or I've got very little else to do with my life. But it's a nice book. So most of his books are for teenagers, and but he does write for adults as well. And it's a nice little read. I wouldn't have any problem giving this to any teenagers that I might know.
So, Brian, something for teenagers. What rating would you give it?
I would probably give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Thank you for your time today, Brian. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
You're very welcome, Wayne. Nice talking to you.
That was Media, Arts and Lifestyle, and if you missed my conversation with Brian Hinselwood, the good news is we have a transcript on our website. We also have an archive on YouTube, SoundCloud and iTunes where you can catch up on anything you may have missed. This is Wayne Bucklar. You're listening to Health Professional Radio.